Hey, what's up guys, it's Vizuri, and I'm doing something kind of different for this video. My last one was like a whole video essay, but I kind of want to put something together that'll actually be out at a decent time, and I also wanted to draw, so here we go. Here's an unscripted, rambly video where I just talk about characters from that anime Naruto that I just like and think are underrated, so here we go. But first on my list of characters who I like and who I think are a little bit underrated is the boy Suigetsu. I'm not talking about like power scaling in this video, by the way. I'm just kind of talking about my own opinions and what I think of them. And I know if anyone is here from my Itachi anime arc video, I'm sure you're expecting to see Sugaru on this list, but I actually didn't include him purely because I spent so much of that video just talking about how I like him, so I figured it would be overkill to put him on here. So instead, we're starting with Suigetsu. Yeah, I don't actually have very deep reasons for liking him. I honestly, most of it just started because I thought it was really funny that in Taka, he's the only one who calls out Sasuke. Like, there's something hilarious about, like Sasuke being like, let's go make bad decisions, and Jugo being like, yeah, I mean, I'll make bad decisions with you all day, Sasuke, and Karin being like, yeah, I love you, Sasuke, and Suigetsu just being like, well, wait a minute, that's so stupid, though. There's something just that I find hilarious about that, and I deeply appreciate Suigetsu for being the laid-back, chill guy of Taka, who doesn't really want Sasuke to make bad decisions all the time, but also can't stop him, so he's just sitting here suffering, and it's really funny. Then next up is Obito, and I know this is a bit of a questionable take, considering Obito does have a lot of fans, and he's like, you know, he's one of the main villains, so like, what do you mean underrated? Well, Obito's a really divisive character. I feel like he's like in the Sasuke camp of like everybody really likes him or really hates him. And unlike Sasuke though, I feel like there aren't quite as many like Obito mega fans, except for me. I'm the Obito mega fan. Hello, nice to meet you. Yeah, so I feel like that's more why I consider Obito somewhat underrated, because there's almost like an unreasonable amount of hatred for Obito sometimes. Especially considering I feel like I could make another video essay just talking about why a lot of the criticisms pointed at Obito are a little bit unfair. But that's not this video. I'm chill. I'm gonna be chill and laid back and not super ranty right now. But honestly, I just like Obito, and part of that's just my taste because I'm a big fan of the sad boy villains, and that's definitely Obito. But still. I don't know, I like my boy. I like the sad boy villains. I like Kamui a lot. I also like the Uchiha clan, so it's just a perfect storm of things that I like. Also, at this point in the video, I should probably apologize for my bizarre, chaotic method of drawing, specifically shading. I don't know why I shade like that, but I do, and no one can stop me, so that's how it is. Next up is Tobirama, which is really funny to jump into, considering I was just talking about how much I like the Uchiha clan. But, look guys, I know the meme is very funny, but, there's more to Tobirama's character than that. I'm not gonna lie, Tobirama, part of the reason why I like him a lot is just because I think he's very cool. I think he's got a cool style going on. I struggled a lot to draw his hair, but it's fine. And I think that, with his backstory, there's actually a lot that I feel like you could analyze with Tobirama, that I'm sure I will one day, but for now, it's just, you know. I like his dynamic with Hashirama. I think it's really cool that you have, like, Hashirama being, like, the emotion, and Tobirama being like the logic, and them being like this great duo together, but kind of both making separate mistakes when they're like on their own. And I think a lot of Tobirama's, he did a lot as Hokage. He like created like everything, like not only just like every forbidden technique, but also just like the freaking the academy and like the Anbu and everything was just Tobirama just creating crap. But I do think that a lot of the mistakes he made as Hokage is more down to thinking overly logical and, you know, doing things that make sense on paper, but then, like, put him into practice, and it's, like, a little bit problematic, like the Uchiha police force situation. And I just think that's interesting. I also just like all the jutsu that he created. Flying Raijin is probably my favorite in, like, the whole series. Shadow clones are iconic, obviously, like tendon paper bombs are fun, and I used to use that a lot in Naruto Blazing before it died horribly. I still have it on my phone though, just for memories. Next up I have Rin on here. I feel like Rin, this is another one who I actually kind of mentioned and alluded to in my Itachi video, but I didn't talk about her that much, obviously, because that wasn't really the point. But I feel like a lot of people underrate Rin because they assume she's just like Sakura, but not. And like, I know there were some attempted like slight minor parallels because Team 7 parallels basically every other team ever, so obviously Rin is kind of similar to like the Sakura role. But I think they're actually really different, and I think that Rin, there's a lot you can actually there's a lot to her character that you can kind of see if you look into it a lot more, and maybe it's just me like coming up with weird headcanons, but I definitely got the vibe of Rin being more of an active like peacekeeper and more directly like playing the role of the heart on Team Minato versus Sakura, who doesn't really do either of those. And no hate to Sakura, I'm not one of the people who absolutely despises Sakura. I think that she has some issues, but this isn't a Sakura video. This is about Rin. And I think that, you know, there's just a lot more there than people often give her credit for. So yeah. Next up is like the opposite almost, because like this one is like purely based on weird headcanons that I have. Not only, I shouldn't say that. It's not just that. I'm not gonna lie. I'd say a good 50% of the reason that, maybe more, maybe it's more like 70% of the reason that I like Indra and included him on here is purely because I think he looks really cool. Look, I'm big into character design. I'm an art student, so when I see character who look very cool, I end up liking character who look very cool. And for me, part of that's Indra. I just think he has a super cool design. I think that his whole like hairstyle is so cool, and that like eye makeup stuff he's got going on mixed with the Sharingan is just epic. So yeah, not even gonna lie to you guys, most of the reason he's on here is because he looks very cool. I also think there's just a lot of potential with Indra and Ashura's whole storyline, because I know we didn't see it outside of filler, which we don't talk about the filler, it didn't happen, but I just feel like there's kind of a lot of potential there, which is interesting. Like I don't know, it's just kind of a fascinating time period to me, which also makes Indra and Ashura seem very cool, and then Indra just looks epic, so it all adds together all nice. Like I was disappointed in the filler, obviously, because it was Naruto filler, so I guess I shouldn't have expected it to be interesting, but still. Just generally, I feel like Indra and Ashura are a very interesting kind of concept. And next up I have Tayuya. This is like part of kind of what I was saying with Tobirama, where it's like I really just like the techniques, but like even more so, because Tayuya, I'm not gonna lie, there's not like that much. Obviously I like her fight with Shikamaru because it was pretty epic, and other than that, there's not like that much to her character, but I like her anyway, and I like her skill set a lot. We didn't see much Genjutsu in the series, as that's not like visual based, but Tayuya's of the non-visual Genjutsu was easily the coolest. She had her whole like she was doing like Tsukuyomi with like the flute and stuff, which was insane. I know it's not actually Tsukuyomi, don't come for me. I didn't say it sarcastically enough, I'm sorry guys. I know it wasn't actually Tsukuyomi. A lot of her Genjutsu was just super cool, and her summons, like, I don't know why she even had such, like, ridiculous summons, but they were pretty cool, too. Tayuya, definitely had some very unique and interesting abilities, and I appreciate it, and I like her fight, so there, that's all I have. Next up, I have Haku, who maybe underrated isn't exactly the right word, because I don't think Haku, like Zabuza and Haku are pretty beloved characters, but I still wanted to put Haku on here because people do talk about them, but maybe not enough, and I really like Haku. Ice Release is super cool. Not to mention, this is another one where Haku just had kind of a cool design, like that mask and the cool hair and everything, pretty fire. Obviously, Land of Waves was great. It's not only like nostalgic, but also just like introduced everything. So gotta respect Land of Waves, and Haku was a great part of that. Yeah, I feel like Haku's abilities were cool as well. A lot, like I said, a lot of basically what you're learning here is that my criteria for liking a character is, do they have cool power and do they look cool? And there we go. We hit both the marks with Haku. That's why I like him. And then obviously Haku's fight with like Naruto and Sasuke is iconic as well. So that's pretty much the end of my little rambling session. Here's my drawing. My many drawings, actually. This took a long time to fully draw. And it was pretty fast to record though, and pretty easy editing, which is also why I wanted to drop this video, just as something kind of to go in between my video essay and whatever I do next, which if you want to like let me know ideas in the comments, definitely go for it. I'm open to many things. I'm thinking of possibly making fun of Screen Rant because that would be pretty funny, but I also want to release another video essay or maybe a tier list, but yeah, just let me know what sort of stuff you want to see. Obviously I have so many opinions about Naruto, so I'm gonna share them one way or another. I also just want to say, if you're watching this and watched my Itachi video, thank you for all the support on that video. Seeing actual like views and likes and comments was super exciting to me because I didn't know if anybody was gonna actually watch that video, and the support just made me happy. So if you watched that one and you're watching this one, thank you guys. Please subscribe because I feed off of clout, and see you later. Goodbye.